What did you do?
I hit snooze instead of acknowledge or whatever.
Okay.
Dismiss, that's it. Snooze instead of dismiss.
Yeah, too bad you can't like make our own and have that. It's not a dismiss button, it's an STFU. Because you know that's what it is every morning.
Wait, do you have an alarm that goes off every morning?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed it in months.
Yeah, it's 6:20 and 6:30. I noticed it.
6:07, 6:16, 6:25, and 8:30.
6:25.
And 8:25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably noticed the second one, and I probably noticed the third one. And I've noticed the third one a lot, because I always hear yours go off and you're strumbling. You're like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, oh God, I have like 20 more minutes till mine goes off.
Because the process is that I beep it, the signal gets sent, transaction accepted. Then the machine sends the message to the payment provider, which is Google, and Google sends the message to my phone. That requires
Gotcha.
internet.
Okay.
Yay. I'm glad it's Friday.
Yes.
It's just been one of those, every week I guess is kind of one of those weeks, but
As it has been for you.
yeah, it's
What? Hi. Just talk.
I'm out of words. Like,
Wow.
I talk for a living.
Yes, but you're also a talker, trust me. In the last, like, 4 years, you've talked far less than you did in the first 4-ish.
Is that really?
Yeah, you used to talk a lot.
And I still do talk a lot, but I have to get started on something. It's I guess a bell curve of how much I talk. Start off with pretty much nothing. Then there's a point where it's like, oh, now that I know you, I'll talk and tell you everything about me, and then I'm out of things to tell you about me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's how it is with a lot of people. It happens with me a little bit sooner than it does with you, and thus I I don't really have a bell curve. I have a plateau. We call it the Aspie plateau. You get me on the right topic, and it's just like, do you shut up?
Do you breathe?
Do you breathe? But then it's like, for you, you got a normal thing. You just aren't talking about your topics.
Yeah, and a lot of that's because there's nothing super interesting happening.
To you, because you've already experienced it.
Yeah.
But nobody knows what's going on with you because, well, one, you don't really talk to a lot of people.
In spite of talking to a lot of people.
Well, yeah, but you talk to a lot of people, but you don't converse with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just letting you know that D&D is next Saturday.
I know.
Okay, I'm just making...
D&D happens on the Saturday I get paid.
Okay.
Which means I only have a week left that I have to not spend money.
Yeah. I'm just, because of the way you were phrasing that thing for Tom this morning, you're like, D&D's going to be cut short on Saturday.
Well, it's not going to be cut short on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Sunday.
It's just the way you phrased it.
I understood. I know when D&D is. I look forward to it with great simultaneous apprehension and excitement. Apprehension because I haven't planned anything for it, because you're at a lull.
Oh.
Just returning from killing a bunch of goblins and taking their stuff.
Well, you want interesting stuff. You start making some science opportunities. Yes, it would have... Would it have... Okay, now that the cave is pretty much ridden and we would have done it anyways, would the fire at the entrance would have worked?
Yes.
Okay.
Would have probably had some rather unforeseen consequences, but yeah, it would have worked.
But we would have been outside.
Yes.
And the unforeseen consequences probably would have been an entire mountain going up.
More along the lines of the elementals getting really mad at you and using elemental magic to find out who tried to smother their fire brethren.
We're talking about lighting a fire at the entrance.
And sucking all of the oxygen out.
Ah, well, yes.
Yeah. What happens when you suck all the air out of a room that has a fire in it?
Technically, the way I've worked with fire elementals is that they're fueled from an outside source. They don't necessarily need oxygen.
Just because you know that doesn't mean they know that you know that. And someone trying to suck all the air out of a cave could be seen as an act of aggression.
Or Sky to what's his bucket. No, Fitz did that.
Yeah. What?
I just love that scene.
Yeah.
For Fitz.
That was a very solid scene. That was.
Yep, 41. And 5 minutes. Lord, I've had Friday so busy for so long. Like a year and a half. So, I'm like, what the hell do I do? I mean, the last 2 months, 3 months, I've been going to the Roxy and getting chili, which I didn't today, obviously, because it's like 2:09. Record any video today, other than this morning, and then now. I'm going out to be an adult and I'm dropping off the ballots. I've shaved, showered. Oh my god. I don't know. Let's figure something out here. I gotta do a Friday video and I don't know what to do. I'm starting to think about having Friday. Just like starting that up. Or something. I'd say Fitness Friday, but that's in and of itself. Oh look, the creek's really high. Kind of. Nowhere close to flooding. And that was easy. Just walked in the main little tiny entrance and there was the mail slot thing. Drop them off. I put both envelopes in and it was like, I don't know. Little horn, little jingle, little level up sound. I don't know. I guess I walk back home. Being an adult is exciting.
Perhaps there's someone else out there who will be more reasonable.
So, ironic thing, right after we finished that mission on Star Trek, the wind advisory, well, there's been a wind advisory since I woke up this morning. And now, yeah, our power flickered a little bit, so we turned our computers off.
Because otherwise they're just going to keep restarting.
Considering it's been rare that our power flickers around here, so it's that. I'm gonna make craptastic burritos, lettuce and beans and wrapped in tortilla with some hot sauce. So I can't really think of anything. I mean, I could sprinkle some Parmesan on it. Throw some rice in it. Whatever. Can't really make a bean dip because the only sufficient amount of chips that we have are terrible. Watching a Civil War game, I guess would be what it's called, of Michigan State. Right? It's Michigan. It'd be like Oregon. It'd be like the Ducks versus the Beavers.
Oh, yeah, that's Civil War. Yeah.
That's a Civil War game, is where yeah. And it's for Michigan because I like Channel 2 the best. I forgot which ones the other stations that had football on, and yeah. Anyways, waiting for this water to boil because that's how it cooks. Heat pouch in water bath for 10 minutes. Or fry as desired. Yeah, I'm not frying anything. I'm going to be using all the product. Whatever. Yeah. See how this all turns out.
Birds of our proclamation.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or
Sees Halloween Spooktacular.
Does that make you happy?
Do I look happy? This halftime report brought to you by the Quicksilver card from Capital One. Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back every purchase, every day. Welcome back to the Capital One halftime report.
Big 12 active TCU facing Texas Tech. Javon Boykin rolled his name a lot this year. The championship game a year ago. This year, one of the teams who thinks he'll get there is Ole Miss. Can they survive against LSU? More on that. Let's join Chris Fowler.
Pump Homecoming at LSU, where the folks here not necessarily.
Look at the hair. Anyways, guess what? We're crossing. Hi, it's Fred Meyer time. Sunday. When we get into the store, I'll probably talk about the Atlanta-Detroit game that I saw this morning. Okay, so we'll go down here. Hey, kids. So, like, because it was in England at Wembley Stadium, I didn't get up right away to watch the game. Because it was like kickoff at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
God.
And I was like, I ain't waking up at 6. Not for football. I mean, maybe if it was Patriots Super Bowl, but
Or maybe if it was your team.
if it was my team, yes, but not so much. I mean, and I believe that was the first time the NFL had ever played in London, let alone Europe and whatever. And apparently at halftime, it was like 0-21, and the Detroit Lions were just at 0. It was looking like a shutout, apparently. And then I picked up near the end of quarter 4, and right there at the very end, and I told Aaron this morning, I'm not sure if he remembers, that it was 19-21, and the field goal was like the last thing they could do. And you've seen a couple games like this. It's sort of like, get that field goal, you'll win. Get that field goal, it's a win-loss field goal. And the field goal missed, but there was the penalty for delay of game, so they got moved back 5 yards, which, when you're dealing with a field goal 5 yards, can and cannot be that big a deal.
Yeah.
Especially when there was no wind, so you don't have to deal with any of that. And basically the kicker got a second chance. Well, he technically got the first one, and it may count against his actual percentage record of missing actual kicks. He technically won the game. So, like, his team and, like, other people that watch that aren't necessarily going to hold it against him. I mean, it would have been, because technically the kick was null. And I'm not sure if it still counts, even though the kick was null, game-wise and whatnot. So, yeah. We have to head up to Aaron's parents' place because his dad is Ronry. So, we're going to head on up there.
Cereal. I gotta get me some cereal.
Everyone's got to get cereal. Got to get serious about cereal. We're at Safeway with his dad. Oh, that's a text message. Oh yeah, another guy from piece of social media, keeping it safe for the vlogs, that he's actually local, and so is like on text message. That's who I was talking to. Crackers. I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah, the song is,
Kaylee, you can go. Oh, now it's done. Now we're gonna have a lightning strike, aren't we? Nope. Oh, here it comes again. You guys are really close to the. This is probably the most boring vlog. I took like 10 minutes of the wind blowing yesterday while I was watching a football game. Well, the power's flickered a couple times, and now we see hail. That's.
and a lot of rain.
By the way, I don't know, yum. I don't know what's going on here. It's 7:15, and Aaron's trying to teach his dad how to do something on the computer, and they're trying to figure out stuff because his dad wants to start doing like video recording and stuff. And this could take like hours to do. Because his dad is, and Aaron has the idea of like, I gotta get this drive going, and we gotta get this going, because my dad really wants to do something, and I haven't hung out with my parents in a long time, and I gotta close that. Oh, no, I can't close that. Whatever. It's, that worked. Oh god, here he comes. So yeah, we're heading home, because it's gonna be short enough time to get to Once Upon a Time. Wait, so much at his parents' house. We may not have to make our noodles and pasta tonight. Okay, I don't know. Probably have a glass of milk later. Bread. I don't know. Better unlock the door. I don't trust Washougal, so yeah. It's so dark. That's a crisp fall morning. We had to run the heaters last night.
They didn't even smell that bad.
No. Which means that, well, at least Angie was just like, it's pets. What I think it is. I think it's pets. It's not people. Oh, leaf blower. See how clean the walkway looks? You hear that leaf blower sound? He's been out here for like the last 10 minutes, so. I burped. Hi, we're gonna. See? I'm gonna have to turn you off. Because I don't want to edit out this much footage while I am overwhelmed by sound because of this. Apparently it's just Mondays. Apparently it's just Mondays.
Yep.
I just think, like, I don't know what makes Monday so different.
You're coming back from a weekend.
So people take more mass transit?
Oh.
That's what I'm...
Okay.
I mean, I dread weekends.
I know. You and just about nobody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as mass transit, everyone has class.
That's the thing, is like, you'd think it would be like, most of these people have 1 day a week classes? Yeah.
Or Monday was the only day they couldn't get afternoon classes. Or
Yeah.
they have to be in for meetings on Monday, but they telecommute the rest of the week, or...
Yeah. I keep forgetting about telecommuting.
It's not much of a big thing anymore.
People either don't do it or so many people do it, it's not a big it's not a big deal anymore.
Most people don't do it.
Oh.
Turns out that the increase in productivity isn't nearly worth the hassle
Hassle?
on the employer side.
Oh.
You have to work really hard to make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to do instead of just being able to walk over to their desk and say, yeah, we're not supposed to be looking at Facebook at work.
But like, your few treasured employees can telecommute.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people do it. Like Jessica telecommutes. She still works at her company here, but I mean, she does even online business stuff.
Yeah.
Even though she lives down in Roseburg.
I mean, there's a fair amount of it. It's just...
And like I said, there's probably like I said, the treasured employees, the few select employees.
Yeah.
There's moms that are probably like not quite CEOs, but they're definitely in that way upper echelon management, and they become moms, but then they still have to work, so they telecommute.
Yeah.
And then once their kids get to the age of walking, then they are like, let's start passing stuff so we can get daycare at, Enron.
Yeah.
What? Wearing an orange shirt today, but whatever.
What shirt is that?
It's an Element shirt. So, I was watching last year's videos, yada yada, and apparently I did have an orange Fission shirt.
Heathered orange? Or
No.
flat orange?
It's flat orange. It actually matched the stripe.
Huh.
Because I was watching the video, and I was like, well, if it's got that like flat orange color that's on the sleeve here, but it's a rounded collar, then it's probably the Nike shirt, because it's really hard to tell. But it wasn't, it was a V-neck. Yeah, and I was like, what? So wherever the first red shirt went, the orange shirt probably went with it.
Or it just fantastically faded from red to orange and then hit yellow by now.
I don't even know where the yellow and the green ones went. Yeah, I'm losing those shirts. I've looked in the pile on my little shelf next to the thing where I tend to kind of lazily throw shirts. Because the closet's getting crowded in front of it, so it's kind of hard to reach in because you reached in to find something and never pushed all the things back.
Yeah.
So,
Need to clean out the closet. Clean up the closet.
yeah, at least the floor part.
Yeah.
Get rid of some of the stuff I ain't gonna wear anymore. I got a lot of shirts, and you got a lot of shirts. Think about it. There's a lot of shirts in there you haven't worn in almost a year.
I know.
So,
That's why I said we gotta clean out the closet.
yeah. Here comes your train. You realize you're on camera. Now that he's down from the door. By the way, Alyssa got back on WoW.
Yay!